Hello, Shagil speaking. In the previous video, we have created up to that place. We have created the server and connected our site to the MongoDB and checked our site health. Now it's time to create the model, user model and user schema. Okay, so let's create the model. Our first model, it will be user model to uh, build to make the login register functional totally complete and workable. Okay, so let's create the models user model user.js. So in the model, just import mongoose from mongoose const schema schema equal to mongoose const user schema equal to new schema okay, then give the attributes. Okay, name, its type should be string, trim, true, required true. Okay, and create another email, type string, trim, it will not accept any white space, true, required true, and it will be unique because one user with same email we will not allow the user with the same email to register. Unique, true. Password, type string, required true, minimum 6, max 65. Then address, type string, string true. Then we need, as we are authenticating user based on the role, so we need another field, and that is role. Okay, type number, default, default 0. Okay, but we need another thing is that we need timestamp. Okay, timestamp, time timestamp timestamp true. So we need to export our default, export default mongoose model, give it a name, user, and user schema. So our schema, there is a wrong over here, expected, oh sorry, I have two types. Yeah, everything is all right. So we have created the model. So in the next tutorial we will create our auth and controller. Okay, we will create our first auth route. It will, and all the business logics and functionality will be kept in, like in, we will make our route in the auth route, and functionality will be in the controller folder. Okay, so let's name it controllers, and give it user.js. So in the next tutorial we are making our routes and business logics in the controller folder. So stay connected, stay tuned. Thank you very much. See you soon. So now it's time to create our auth routes. Okay, and it would be our login and register. Okay, we are keeping our health routes, no problem. So what we need to do, router dot, it would be post request, post request, as we are creating new users, so it would be post request. So we have several requests, HTTP requests, put, get, post, pass. So this is post request, and this is mutation. And as we are getting the user data from our front end right now, from the postman, and we'll receive the data in the backend and save it to the MongoDB database through Express. Okay, so mongoose. So router.post, first time it would be register, and it would be register. Okay, register. And this we want to create our business logic register in the controller file. Okay, so import register, we have to create the file register, import register from controller. We should bring it from the controller file. So what we need to do, router controller, okay, to file, okay, from controllers user.js. Okay, now it's time to create the business logic in our controller user.js file. So let's create the business logic of the controller user. So what's the route we have created? This is the route, and now it's time to create the business logic. Okay, so const register, we can export it from here, export const register equal to asynchronous function async request or response so we try case block so const what we will get over here, we need name, email and password, name, email and password from request body, request.body. So I can show you another thing, what the data we are going to get in the request body. I can show it also. So let's console log it first. Console.log request.body, and we have to router is not supported with yes module. We have to connect our data and use our postman. Okay, so we have to fix up the errors. What is popping out? Cannot find module. Controllers user just inputted from the. So in the route file we gave the name auth, but in the controller we gave user. But I want to keep both files as they are internally connected. So interconnected, interdependent. So we should keep the name same. So I am giving it the name of auth.js. Okay, auth.js. Okay, it's all right. Now before creating the business logic, I want to check whether we are getting the data perfectly from the front end. As we don't have the front end yet, we can test our routes through Postman. You know, Postman is a API testing tool. You can use it in Insomnia or Postman. So I am using Postman. So in the Postman you need to go to the routes like HTTP localhost 8000 and prefix it through API and register. If you hit, but you have to have make your server up and running. So if you hit the data, if you hit the API endpoint, what's our API endpoint? Router.post and register, and you have to make sure that you are giving it post, not get, not put, not pass, not delete, not post request. Okay, this is post request, this is mutation. So everything is all right, our database is connected, server is running. So if we hit, and you have to give it a JSON format in the body. Okay, so I am showing you once again. In the body you have to give say name, okay, email, Shakil, gmail.com, password say 1 2 3 4 5 6. Should I give it? Let's see what will happen. Let's at the endpoint we will see nothing over here because our business logic is incomplete. But in the console log of the backend, you see console log request body. So in the request.body we are getting name, email and password. Okay, so it's ascertaining us that from the front end we are receiving the data in the backend. Now we need to process the data. So create another user. You can check once again, say Labib. So create another user. I need to stop it. Cancel and send once again. So nothing will happen over here, but in the console log you see this is for Morgan. Morgan is showing us the path. We install the Morgan dependencies and it's showing us the log and the path where we are requesting, and in the request.body receiving the data. So our API is working fine, perfect. So now we can create the business logic. Okay, so now it's time to create the business logic and let's have a try whether we are able to save our data in the database or not. Okay, so in the try catch block, let destructure the request.body name, user and password, and what we need to do in the request.body, so create const user equal to await new user. So what is user? Give it a name, email and password dot save. So, and not only that, we want to response back our user to the front end also. So res dot json user. Okay, and in the error block we are handling the error. Console dot, if any error occurs it will show us. Okay, console log error. Okay, let's see whether everything is all right. If you, oh yeah, this should be user, not user active. This user is the user model we have created some minutes ago. This is user model, should come from user model. Okay, so import user from where is the user? We should two dots, one folder up, and models and user.js. Okay, I think everything is all right. If everything is okay, we will able to create our data in the database. Okay, MongoDB, let's see. Let's create our first database. Okay, let's have a try. Yeah, something went wrong. Parameter object document object log type string. Oh, sorry, not is active. It should be save. What is suggesting us? Save. I think this time it is okay. Let's see. Parameter object document must be object get log it. Okay, let's see what. So what was the error we are getting? Let's see once again. The error is saying that it's saying that object parameter object to document must be, as we are not sending it as an object, so it's showing us the error. So we need to send it as an object. So let's see, everything is all right. Yeah, so if we send now, then let's see what will happen. Yeah, we got the result, we got everything. And let's check whether the data is saving in the MongoDB or not. The name of our database is MERN YouTube. Okay, let's check. Yeah, we got our first database first, but the problem is we are getting our password in the human readable format. So it's not fair to send the password or save the password in the human readable format. We need to hash it. So in the next section we are going to hash it, and along with that, let's check whether we are getting the response in the our database saving the data, and everything is all right. Let's create another user, say beep. You are getting response here as we have not front end. You are getting response. You see the automatic generated ID, role is 0, password and everything. So let's create, yeah, we are getting the response. So labib is created. Let's check the data once again. Yeah, we are getting the data. So what we need to do, we are getting the data in the human readable format. It's not fair, it's not, we should not do that. We are not supposed to do that, send the data in human readable format. We need to hash it. So hashing the password, we are going to use the bcrypt. Okay, so we will use bcrypt and JSON web token to authentication purpose. Okay. So in the next tutorial we are going to do so. So let's install bcrypt and JSON web token for our hashing the password and authentication purpose. Okay, so npm install bcrypt and JSON web token. Bcrypt and JSON, oh sorry, not and, we need not give nothing, just bcrypt and JSON web token. So bcrypt for hashing our password and JSON web token. So in the server, let's create a helper function. It will hash our password. Say helper and auth.js. I have created the bcrypt script already. So let's import. You will get it from the official website of the bcrypt. You know, if you go to the bcrypt.js, bcrypt. So if you read the documentation, you will get every detail. Okay, how to solve your password, how to hash your password. Okay, so read the documentation as I have created already. So I am giving you. Okay, bcrypt.js npm start. Now we need to write the logics in our controller. Okay, so in the controller auth.js, let's create the file, delete the console log, and we need to validation. We need some validation, whether if someone keeps the form field empty, we will not allow him to proceed. Okay, so if no name and no white space, okay, we will return a response dot json error name is required. Name is required. Okay, and same way, if no email, error email is required. Email is required. And same way, no password, it's not trim, no password, and password dot length equal to less than 6 or 6 character. Will not allow him to do something. We'll give him error that password must be at least 6. Password must be 6 character long. No. Okay, and what we need to do, as we will not allow double user in single email, so we need to check. So const old user equal to await user. It will find it from the database. Okay, user find on based on, it will find based on email. Okay, const find based on email. So if any user, if they found any user, so if old user, then it will give us a response. Okay, so return res.json error user already exists. User already exists. Should be like that. User already exists. So if no old user, then if so const hash password password equal to await hash password equal to password. Hash password will come from helper auth. We have created it, you see, hash password. Okay, so after hashing the password we will save the user. Bring this line from here. We need to destructure replace body. So now user equal to await new user is JSON object format, name, email, password should be hashed version, is a hashed password. Hashed password, and then save. I think if everything is all right, then we will get our password in the hashed format. So let's see, as we have already user, let's see. It. Yeah, now we got the hashed version, you know. So previously what we got in our database, the plain format, the human readable format. Now we got the hashed version. Yeah, now we got the hashed version. You see, this is the plain format and this is the hashed version. So no more today. If you like the video, please like, share and subscribe and stay connected. It would be a wonderful journey. And in the next tutorial we create our authentication process by JSON web token. Okay, so no more today. See you soon.